The whole Stan Lee thing, he deserves to get pointed out for a few things he did, and Jack Kirby needs so much more credit than he got. But sometimes people think that when you give credit, you have to take credit, and I think Stan Lee got the exact amount of credit he deserved. Yeah, it's just Jack Kirby didn't get enough. It's not that Stan Lee got too much. Yeah, that's my feelings on it.
And a lot of creators from then don't, like a lot of artists don't get enough, and that's true to say today.
Yeah,
how many artists do you know, like comic artists or illustrators maybe, or animators or whatever,
or maybe someone who makes videos, you know?
Yeah, who gets enough credit that I don't know.
No, I was just saying
he's trying to stroke his own ego.
No. I was just saying, like, people, like, if you're watching like a YouTube video or something, whoever, you know, I'm just saying, I happen to do that.
People don't get enough.
I tag you in everything.
No, I know.
No. I was just saying, you know, people who make the videos, people who make the people who are actually bringing it to life, you know, like putting air into it and life into it, don't necessarily always get. They're the background workers, and that's the path they've chosen.
I was just trying to point out specifically, like Jack Kirby, phenomenal artist for Marvel Comics.
By the way, Jake, I wasn't suggesting anything. Just putting that out there. Yeah, no.
Do you know do you remember any of the animators who made the What If series?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
What's their names?
I'll tell you the scene.
Jack Kirby.
Go to episode 8 and you see Hawkeye flipping through the folders. Their name's in Russian right there. Just go read it for yourself.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But still, you couldn't name off the top of your head. Could yeah, exactly. And that I think that's the whole. I think that's a big portion of the Jack Kirby v. Stan Lee argument is Jack Kirby didn't get enough credit for being one of the greatest comic book artists to exist. We literally just talked about this earlier. And Josh was like, he literally would tell people, he would just look at a piece of paper.
Do you know how comics are drawn? Real quick, because if you don't, then I want to explain it real quick so that
go for it.
You can still say it if you want to, but what I was telling him is there's multiple stages. You have a plain piece of paper. Mm-hmm. Before you put any hard lead lines where you start to push down your pencil, you gently lay your pencil down and you just start.
You're just sketching.
Yeah, and there's lines every which way.
Right.
And then you find, as an artist, you can start to see what are the right lines there, and you start to go hard on those lines.
Yeah.
You pass it on to somebody, they do an overlay, and they ink it. Mm-hmm. Then it goes to somebody else, and they color it. So there's 4 stages, but the first 2 stages are the main artists. That's why they get the credit, because they lay the structure down. Jack Kirby didn't ink or color his stuff most of the time, but he still gets the credit as the artist because he did the main stages of it. Mm-hmm. Jack Kirby didn't do the first stage, ever. He had a blank piece of paper. He put the pencil down real fucking hard, and he started drawing. Yeah. And he didn't keep an eraser anywhere near him because he never stopped to fix anything. And he drew everything, and people were like, how? Where are your, what's the name of the lines?
Your soft lines.
Yeah, there's an artistic name for it, but yeah, those really soft lines, there's a name for them, but
sketch?
No.
There's a specific term, but I had to do it in gestural drawing in college, but I have an art degree.
That's a big word right there.
Gestural.
We had to draw blindfolded, doing nothing but gestural drawing.
Really? Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ.
So when you're laying down the gestural lines, and that's not the word I'm looking for, but that is what he's doing. Not only did he skip that step, but he didn't have to ever go back and erase. And that's an achievement enough, talking about how good of an artist Jack Kirby was, except he was also creating a style that had never been done before. Before him, if you were going to draw Superman lifting a car, Superman was on this 2D feel where his feet and his head and his arms were on the same distance from your eyes, so he's picking something up like that. Jack Kirby drew something where somebody's flying at you where the hand has to be the biggest, then the head, then the foot is back there, so it's smaller. He's like action scenes coming towards you. Jack Kirby was the one that started doing that. And he didn't even do his practice lines, the gestural lines to get it down. He just started drawing and was like, all right, ink this motherfucker. Stan? Yeah, fuck you. Because he hated Stan Lee.
Apparently.
But Jack Kirby was an asshole in all rights to the idea.
He's brilliant. He deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore of comic books. I don't want to sit down with a beer with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, hope you enjoyed that clip. Full episodes of the Small Stuff Podcast are available on YouTube and wherever it is you get your podcasts. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, all the things, links in the description. We'll see you later.